pick the bag up. You can ask them. You ask me how I'm doing, but you don't really wanna know, do you? You just trying to drain this juice of mine. I know that you just looking for what you can find to hate on, so I just look at you and say that I'm okay. I don't need another friend in me in my life. You think we in competition, I don't even be trying. I can tell how you be gossiping to me all the time. You probably run around telling secrets of mine, and you wonder why I never want to tell you my biz. You be cutting up in public like you're one of my kids. I can't trust you, I'ma cut you, dog, I just wanna live. I don't need you in my circle, I can love you from here, yeah. You ask me how I'm doing, but you don't really wanna know, do you? You just trying to drain this juice of mine. I know that you just looking for what you can find to hate on, so I just look at you and say that I'm ready for some focus. I got it hot. Why do you look like a say what you feeling, drop it up, how to fight. You let it get it, I know you dreaming not today. I don't need your problem, I got problems of my own. If I wasn't popping, you would not be on the phone. Daily it's a lot of drama knocking at my door. I don't need you coming over, knocking with some more.
You ask me how I'm doing, but you once upon a time I was ashamed. I was on my mind, had to strain up. Really had me out here looking strange. I don't get no time to no lame duck. Once upon a time I'm ashamed. I was on my mind, had to strain up. Really had me out here looking strange. I had to pull a finesse on my own. I had to switch up the number on my phone. I had to change the locks in my home. You know that what you did to me wrong. Thought we was good and the feeling was strong. Honestly, obviously, really I'm blown. Thought you was real, you really a clone. Don't even check for me, really I'm gone. I got no time, I got a lot on my mind. I gotta focus on mine. I had to get up and get on my grind. I got no excuse, I lit up and shine. The drip divine, I'm on the high, but thinking about flying. Shit, me, myself, and I, look how we vibe. But you wanna spend time, but I'm not inclined. I let you go, call it top of a dime. Young, aka no sympathy. God got it, you can't take what's meant for me.
Check. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing this afternoon? I know you feeling good. I know you woke up just like, oh, it feels like it's gonna be a good day, because it is a good day. The sun is shining and you just vibing. Welcome to another session of the Bible Beats and Bars. Man, we got a great show for you, and I can't wait to bring up this very special guest that we have for you. They're no strangers to none of us, but they still coming with some heat, and they always coming with some flavor. DJ Scissorhands, here you go again. There you go. You start things off all types of messed up. Why you doing us like that, DJ? What's up, man?
Hey, man, we live in a messed up world. Why not start out messed up?
Oh, okay, then. Don't do no reverse psychology on me like that.
Man,
don't be doing me like that now.
I ain't gonna reverse it. We're gonna run parallel. That's how we do it.
See, I told you he's slicing you. He's slicing you. So
I'm just being difficult, man.
I know. I understand. The weather's good outside, and you just dressed up a little different. We like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's good outside. I need to put on my best today. I just feel like doing something. I filled up for no reason. Filled up my car for no reason, thinking there's gonna be a true shortage and stuff. So I'm just gonna drive around town just because I filled up. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying? Before we get into today's show, I got to go to Flip the Script. The Flip the Script was so good when the guy said to me, I got to share it to you right now, because I want you to marinate on this Flip the Script before we go back into our music segment, okay? So if you are the page turn and save Christian, turn to your Bibles to Ecclesiastes 11. But if you the scroll and save, there's nothing wrong with either one of them as long as you're reading it every day. And if you're not, I promise you're going to be losing some things. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just going to come to you kind of hard. Well, here we go. We're going to, I just got a notification on. Here we go. Ecclesiastes 11:5, and it reads, "As you do not know the path of the wind, or how the body is formed in a mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things." Why are you trying to understand his timing? Why are you trying to understand his movements? All you need to do is just leave it in his hands and just go with the flow. Yeah, it sounds crazy enough. It sounds so unrealistic, but hey, I promise you, when you do it, ooh, it gives you a peace that passes all understanding. DJ Scissorhands.
Hey, let me add to that.
Talk
man.
to me.
You know we all was children once upon a time. You know
We
what I'm saying?
was.
You know how it was when you did disobedient to your parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go in the corner and sit down. Go in the corner. I don't want to go in the corner. I don't want to do that. But just imagine, well, we still go to the corner as adults, though.
That's right.
We get hit with, we get hit all types of ways, but it ain't no joke when you're an adult. Got to go to the corner. You know what, DJ? Why they marinating on that word right there?
Wait, see, he didn't know I was gonna do this, y'all. Listen, you have been rocking with us.
Oh, see,
he was
here
like,
you
when he
go.
came, we
Here
came in, he saw
here
us
you
all
go.
rocking our junk, and he was like, oh, okay,
That's a nice
okay,
shirt.
okay. That's a nice shirt. Okay.
See,
Y'all
can't be
I ain't gonna say nothing, but,
interrupting
you
the
know,
cadence and stuff.
we got to make sure that you
Oh,
you
my
part of the team,
goodness.
baby. So
Oh my gosh.
it's official. You've been tagged, baby.
I've been
No more dirty. Wait,
okay,
hold on.
okay.
You got to do it legit, like, so now you can be
I
official.
got my North
Now you can bring them on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, since they about to, man, I don't even know what
A
else to say.
semi-roast.
Semi-roast. Okay. I don't even know what else to do right now. DJ Scissorhands.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
You gotta throw it on, bro.
You gotta
It's
throw it
official.
on?
And what
Okay.
did it say on the back? Dre, the drummer.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Gotta throw it on, bro.
Okay. I gotta put this on.
You gotta
real
put it
quick.
on right now.
Right
man.
now. Okay. Let me
It's
put it
official.
on
Put
right
that
now.
down
Let me
right
put
there,
it on.
right now. Hey, play that thing, bro. Okay. It's that Dre dude. Dre the drummer dude. Put that blue on, dude. Dre gets geared up. Yeah, I saw his face when he walked in, Scissor. He was like, okay. Maybe I didn't make it to that level. It's official. Come on, y'all. Put y'all hands together for Dre the drummer. It's official. He done made the squadron, baby.
They can see from the audience, man. Yeah, audience member said he blushing up here. We can see. We need the makeup crew come get this man.
I've made a lot of mistakes, and I didn't witness. But when you're young, when you're wild, you feel like can't nothing stop you, dog. And you go with all your heart to chase after things like success and happiness. And they're wrong with that. But if you do it in the wrong way, dog, it's a dead end.
Okay. I guess it's I didn't even expect none of this. Okay, it's some type of day going on today. Ooh wee. All right, DJ Scissorhands, while I get acclimated to this new fit real quick, I need you to give us some nice tunes, some tunes that make them get up and go to the kitchen to get them something to eat and maybe even something to drink. Grandma, he probably won't play your favorite tune, but you still gonna tap your toes. DJ Scissorhands, let's get it.
I could've told you never love a chick. Made it sound tougher just to bust it down and cut a chick. Bunch of hits, calling you a sucker if you cuff her, so you went and stuck your bun up in the oven of another chick. Now you got a couple kids by a couple chicks. Got them papers, now you up against the government. You ain't want the covenant, but now look at the one you in. Now they cuffing you and it don't matter if you cuffing them. I'ma tell you, get it poppin' with a ton of chicks that have a problem when it ain't no fathers in a bunch of cribs. You say I sound like a hater, but what's funny is if I'm a hater, what I'm supposed to tell you if I love you then? I just wanna see you go. I just wanna see you grow. Wanna see you hit your goals. But if you never knew love before, I can see how you be thinking I be hating on the low. On the low. If they never knew love, they can hate you on the low. On the low. What if what you call love's really hating on the low? I could've told you let that chopper loose. Man, that's his fault. He should be watching who he talking to. Gassing you to mash him like, that's how you let him talk to you? Just sat up in my mansion with the fam while they was locking you. Ain't nobody lock with you. The squad that you was on don't keep $1 on the phone, so you can't even put no holler through. Swear to God they rock with you. Same kind of dude that made you feel soft and keeping your cool like you ought to do. A lot of dudes that try to pull the devil out of you. I promise you, I'm just trying to speak to the God in you. And they gon' tell you I'm a hater, but what's funny is if I'm a hater, what I'm supposed to tell you if I love you.
I'm in my zone, y'all should've known. We don't move alone, my girls gotta go. You can't match my drip, boy my game don't switch. That the book gon' flip. We don't ever trip, we were made for this. We were made for this, we were made for this. We were made for, we were made for, we were made for this. We were made for this, we were made for this. We were made for, we were made for. I spent too much time being runner up, thinking numbers sus, running up. You might wanna duck, one up over us, calling bluffs on them talking tough. See, we had enough that they love, they don't get us stuck. I never been the one that play your politics up with throwing them parliaments, rap to abolish bondages. Don't acknowledge the occupants of garbage ish. Really makes no kind of sense the way they find a kid with all that mileage in. I don't know, they're liable for the records, the dope is undeniable. They looking for me like I'm lying, no, the flow maniacal. I advise your folks before you grab the mic, you might want to write some notes to find the goals. I rap the minor notes to free the minor folks. Go figure, never been the type to flex a four finger. Go get up, go for the goal. Call me a gold digger. Gotta get my own these goals. I gotta go get them. Haters go, they don't know the Holy Ghost. They don't know my song. Y'all should've known. We don't move alone. My girls gotta go. Yeah, that's my trip. Boy, my game don't switch. That the book gon' flip. We don't never trip. We were made for this. We were made for this. We were made for this. We were made for. We were made for. We were made for this. We were made for this. We were made for this.
Check. What's up, family? Welcome to another edition of Bible Beats and Bars. I had to get my thoughts together while I was still talking because I was about to fumble all my words right there. I was locked into your groove, then locked into just what happened. It's just a crazy session today. Right. It's a crazy session today. You know, I'm not even gonna. I know that word is still marinating on that word because you trying to understand like when is God gonna come through, when he's gonna answer this prayer, when. It ain't worried about when, it's what you do now. Is what you do now while you waiting. That's what it's all about. So while we continue to wait on the answer from God, I want to bring a special guest, a special friend, and a special homie to the stage. She is no stranger to the No More Dirty stage, but I already know y'all can't wait to hear her again. So without further ado, if you could give a warm welcome to the friend, to the family member, Miss Amy. Okay then, DJ. I know, right? What's up?
Hey!
How you doing today?
There's a hand. I see you back there.
I know, right? I know. He just cutting up today.
I can't help it, y'all. Y'all had to remind me to stay in my lane.
DJ, you just cutting up today. It's the weather. Yeah, it's the weather. It's been a long time since we had some really good, some real good weather. This one of the weathers you ain't gonna worried about no storm, no rain. You can just enjoy the day, the whole day.
But he played Can You Stand the Rain?
I know, right? I know.
Slowed it down when I was coming up.
It ain't the reverse.
See, this is what we talk about. That's why I got to deal with every week. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? How you doing today, Sammy?
I'm doing good. It's beautiful outside. You know, allergies are cleared up.
Ooh, so you about to tear it up then. You about to do something crazy then.
I'm going to try.
You gonna try? So tell us, do you have anything new coming about where people can follow you and anything?
Yeah, so I do have new music coming out. I know I had a pop album. That's what I released in February.
Nice.
But I have a R&B song that's gonna drop in 2 weeks.
Oh,
On the 28th. Yes, on the 28th.
28th.
And then in the summertime, I'll have a whole album.
Oh, she said
R&B
y'all.
album.
Don't be setting us up like that. Giving us a pop album, then an R&B drop, and then a full album.
Yeah.
Okay, then I love it. So you know what? I'm just gonna shut up and I'm just gonna get out the way so you can go ahead and do your thing. Cause I already know the people like, I wish you would just let her sing already. I'm just waiting for her to sing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you get out the way. And again, thank you for coming out to No More Dirty and hanging out with us. So the floor is yours.
All right. So this is my song, Love Me Some You. It's on all media outlets. I even have a music video to it. So y'all go check it out. Candlelight back with the lights turned out. You got me feeling ready. I want you up against me. I approached, she said, oh no. This day ain't about me. Now let me massage your body. I ain't never had a man who would put me first. Love me on my best days, hard on my worst. Got me wanna tell the world I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. Said I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you. He make it look easy. Hard work and straight easy. Ain't scared to get it in. He make the check chase him. Who with it? He with it. He don't play about his baby. Yeah, he show up in a minute. He'll be texting in the streets, but he's gentle in the sheets. Every beat of mine, me, that's why I sing about him to the beat. I ain't never had a man who would put me first. Love me on my best days, harder on my worst. Got me wanna tell the world I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. Said I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you.
See your essence on your presence that got me hypnotized. My honey love, girl, you got that vibe. And I'm trying to connect the dots so things can fall in line. Then we can have ocean views while I penetrate them thighs. Ain't like the mother guys that make you feel. Just let me know if you question my love, I'm here to reassure. I never go unless we're moving up there. Your act will make my actions make seem like I'm trying to captivate. But you're the one that I adore. Cherish moments with you cause the others were boy. Pay for your love, lady, you got me one more. 1 + 1 = 2, so tell me what it is you're really trying to do, cuz.
I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. But I love me, love me, love me some you. So that's my song, Love Me Some You. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
You gonna do the next song? Okay. Oh, you coming?
Right, the drummer.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, I got locked into the groove. I was like, is there one more coming? Is it my time? Like, you can keep on singing. You
Hey,
keep
she
doing.
got some more now. We ain't no double load on y'all or nothing.
Okay, now I understand. I was just waiting. I was like, okay, you can sing one more. Just go ahead and do what you do. I'm not ready to come back up yet. But again, I really dope. That song is really, really, really dope. It has a really good feeling. So tell us a little bit about the essence of that song. Where did that song come from?
So it came about one day my husband spoiled me, told me not to plan anything for this upcoming Saturday, so I didn't. And he had a whole itinerary out, printed it and everything. Yep, had the date, the times on that day and everything. So I actually had the beat a week and a half before my date with my husband. And it was in the bubble bath. When, at the beginning of the song, I said candlelight bath, the lights turned off.
Right.
The beat, I forgot. I was like, oh, I got a beat. The song just came to me after he spoiled me.
See that, guys? You see that, guys? Sometimes we can do some things and take the lead that really motivates them to produce some really awesome stuff. Yeah. So again, thank you for hanging out. Oh, so you just gonna come up here and hang out with me too? Come on up here, man. Come on. How you doing? You doing okay? You doing good? You all right? Yes. What's your name? Your name is what? Samuel? Yes. Okay. Well, Samuel is hanging out with Daddy today. But again, thank you for hanging out with us. Yes, so we're gonna let you get ready for your next set of songs, and we're gonna get rocking with the show. So I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much.
Can we get some sound in the monitors, please?
Get some sounds in the monitor. I know. Oh, Samuel. Oh, look at this. Samuel and Sammy. Look at this. Not for her. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're about to go to the next segment of the show. We're about to go to the next segment of the show. So, all right. So we'll get back before at the end of the show. I think you're coming back on the stage to rock with us. Yeah, let me hold on to it real quick. Appreciate it. Man, see, you just gonna mess up stuff, Sammy. You just messing up stuff. Here you go.
Everybody give it up for Sammy Murray one time, y'all.
One more time. Talk to him, DJ. Talk to him. Hold the mic, G. So what you gonna tell him? What you got in store for him?
Yeah.
Really? So what we got coming up next, Sammy? That's what we got coming up next. Okay, yes. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we got going on now, Sammy. So we're gonna come over here real quick, and Daddy's gonna position himself to sit down. DJ, if you can rock some music real quick while we talk about this awesome guy that's about to come up to the stage real quick. Come here. All right. All right, Sammy, so you're not going to be able to hold on to that the whole time, okay? Okay? All right, so I just wanted to let you know. So when the other person come on stage, you're not going to be upset, okay? All right, okay. All righty, so we all know him. He's always doing things in the community. He's boots on the ground, and he's just everywhere. And he interrupted the show earlier and just surprised all of us. Well, I guess everybody. I didn't know what was about to happen. I guess everybody else knew what was about to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I know he's ready. I know he got some great stuff to tell us, and we just got some really awesome things to talk about. Put your hands together for the man with the playing boots on the ground himself, Minister Fred. Let's get it. Welcome.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening, man? How you feeling?
I'm on cloud. I'm on some type of cloud right now.
You should be. You officially been tagged.
I've been tagged. Tagged. Yo, so you gonna say that too? You just gonna join in with them too? That's how you feel? Yes. Okay. All right. I dig it.
Well, man, we want to just say we appreciate you for real.
Man, it's an honor,
and we're grateful.
Yes,
that
sir.
God allowed you to be a part of the team and allowed us to have you be a part of this family. And so we wanted to make sure you knew that, because you are officially part of the family.
Yes, sir.
So come on, let's put our hands together one more time for my man.
Big dog.
I definitely do not take this lightly at all, and it's definitely appreciated. So I thank you again. Thank you so much.
Yes, no doubt. All right, so we want to say thank you for tuning in. Definitely you didn't have you could have been anywhere. We got a great guest today. Just before we do, we want to make sure that we always plug a powerful resource. It's we have a partnership, an international partnership from a drug-free world, a foundation for a drug-free world. And we want you to check out this video. I had a chance when I was traveling on the West Coast to actually speak with the executive director. And they always provide us with free resources, which we will have on May the 30th. That's the last Sunday in this month. Let me go ahead and plug that. we will have our we love our youth and our family community day. We do it every Memorial weekend on that Sunday. So it's no different. We're grateful that the Lord is working out this pandemic situation. So we definitely want to encourage you to still bring your mask, and what have you. Now, if you've been vaccinated, that's another whole subject, but we still want to be safe. But it's going to be here at the spot where Lives Transform from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock on the last Sunday in this month. And that is May the 30th. We're going to have live performance. DJ Scissorhand will be on the 1s and 2s. We have this stage will be open up for anyone who want to come and share talent. We have young people from high school and middle school that will do a talent showcase, as well as have a mural, Black Lives mural. We have a whole bunch of really great stuff. And we have gift bags, we have food. It's going to be huge, just like we always do. 5 years doing it. This is big. All right. So I want to ask Professor X to go ahead and get us queued up. We want you all to check out this video. And then after that, we'll bring up our guests. We're going to have one more selection, and then we'll bring our guests up. All right.
Okay. But before we do that,
Yes.
Parents, this is not the time to tell your kids to exit the room. This is the time where they actually need to stay and listen to get this information so you can have that hard conversation. Because, sometimes I think parents really don't want to have that conversation because it's like, man, my kid is growing up. I don't want them to grow up. But sometimes you really do have to kind of swallow that inner pride or that maybe that shame.
Right.
You might not even want to have that conversation. Like, dang, why do my kids know about this already?
Don't fear the ignorance of it.
Yes, exactly.
Tune in and get the resource, the info.
That's powerful. And I'll say in closing, I love what you said, because at the end of the day, we perish because of a lack of knowledge.
Man, see, it's a different type of show today. I already feel it. Feel it. Alrighty, so I guess we need to go ahead.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's go ahead and bring back our artists to the stage, because
we're gonna do the video first.
Okay, see,
he is miscombobulated. We messed him up.
Y'all
got miscombobulated over there.
I am never all over the place like this. Never. So y'all really get some
shirt power, man.
Like, I know, right? I need to take this off.
No, keep it on. Keep it on.
Take this off. Got
Your
me.
color is different from mine.
I'm speaking in tongues over here. I'm sorry. Woo-wee. I don't know what's going on.
So here we go. We're gonna give you some of this, man. Drug-free world. It's possible. Let's get it. We'll be right
let's
back.
Go. Scotch,
Beer, wine,
rum,
gin, whiskey, alcohol. Alcohol probably took 20 years of my life, and you can't get that back.
Alcohol is a drug, which most people don't think it is, but it actually is. It's classed as a depressant, meaning it slows down vital functions in the body.
Alcohol is made through the fermentation of fruits and grains.
The process of fermentation is basically letting fruit sit and rot until it can produce a mind-altering effect when you drink it.
There's different types of things you can drink that have different amounts of alcohol in them. Like a beer, if you just drink beer, that has 2 to 6% alcohol. Wine is about 8 to 20% alcohol. And then you got your hard liquors, which are like vodka or whiskey, which are about 40 to 50% alcohol.
When someone drinks 2 or more drinks, it acts as a stimulant. When they drink more than that, it acts as a depressant.
If you binge drink, what you're doing is you're just drinking repeatedly over and over large amounts and large quantities of alcohol. If you put that much alcohol in your system at one time, you can get alcohol poisoning, which could lead you to go into a coma or even kill you.
12 years old. I was in the 7th grade.
When I was in 8th grade, I think I was 13 years old.
It became very regular at 14 years of age.
15 years old when I first started drinking.
17 years old, started going out to parties, doing things like that.
At first, drinking was a sociable thing. I drank with my friends.
Thought I was really cool going out with all the older guys, and I tried to show off in front of them and drink myself stupid. They just go out and party all night.
By the time I was probably 15 is where I started drinking at school. Putting it in a water bottle, I would take vodka or gin, something clear that looked like water, and I would just drink in class and pop mints in my mouth.
We'd go in, break into his parents' liquor cabinet, fill up our super big olds full of
ice and Everclear and then stop by 7-Eleven and fill the rest of it up with Coke and then make it to first period.
I was drinking not just at parties and stuff, but after classes and after work and even at work.
I waited tables, so it was very easy access to alcohol.
It was just hard to say no. It was so readily available and it was constantly there.
My drug problem wasn't something that happened immediately. It happened so slowly that I missed the fact that I was addicted to it.
It became routine, a way of life.
The only type of people I would hang out with were people who were using drugs or drinking alcohol. And it got to the point where that's all I cared about.
It became far more than just a partying thing. It was a necessity.
Without having alcohol in me, I could not function.
We kind of became a loner because all I ever wanted to do was just drink and drink and drink.
It felt like it was my only friend. Felt like that it was always there for me somewhere. You know, when things were going bad, I could always have a few drinks. Well, for me, it was never a few drinks. It was always a lot of drinks.
I was consuming about 30 beers a day, a whole case of beer, and 3/4 of a gallon of light rum. I would essentially have that and black out every night.
I could do nothing but drink 24/7, drink, pass out, drink, pass out.
I literally started drinking so much that I would shake if I didn't have a drink.
When I would not drink, I'd get extremely sick, deathly sick.
Just really achy all over, and you have headaches, and you're so dehydrated that you have no energy.
Alcohol had been, in and out my body so much that it had tore away some of the lining of my esophagus, and blood was creeping in.
I was a physical disaster. I was that far in my addiction of physical withdrawal that when I shut that alcohol intake off, my body tried to shut down.
The actual withdrawal from alcohol can kill you, for one thing. It's too intense. Your body has no vitamins or is dehydrated, and you can have DTs, you can seizure to death. It's terrible.
I got a phone call, that my father was in the hospital and that he was really, really sick. And that he wasn't going to make it. So the next day I got on a plane to go home. And my only way to confront this was to drink alcohol. So I showed up at the airport pretty drunk, and my family, saw me there, and, they didn't know what to say. The worst thing about it is that my father was kept conscious so that he could see me before he passed away. But instead of disgracing his memory, they'd put him on life support.
I had gotten kicked out of this bar for fighting. I was beyond drunk, and I was attacked and raped. And I went home, and I stayed in my apartment for a week. My mom would come knocking on the door. I'd pretend I wasn't home. I felt like it was my fault. I was the one that was at that bar. I was the one that was getting drunk.
I went home, and I had a roommate. And for some reason, we got into an argument, which resulted in a fight, and the cops got called. I blacked out for part of it, so I couldn't figure out why I was waking up in jail.
I drank some beer there at the bar inside the airport. I just ordered another beer and put my backpack on and started walking through the terminal smoking a cigarette. I didn't care what I was supposed to be doing, and I ended up getting a fight with the police there at the airport. And I woke up in jail. I had staples in my head.
In the military, I woke up and I actually had to crawl on my hands and knees off the flight deck of the carrier because I couldn't walk. And then I got discharged from that and lost a girlfriend and a kid and my whole life.
I drank to blackout one night. Well, sometime about an hour later, I got back up. I went to my bedroom. My wife wasn't there. I went to the girls' bedroom, and they were all in the bed together, basically hiding from me through a blackout. And I decided right then that I couldn't stay there anymore. I was afraid I was going to hurt someone in a blackout.
I haven't had a drink in 3 years, yet I'm reminded daily of my alcohol abuse because of the long-term effects. I have horrible short-term memory, and it makes everyday life very difficult for me. Just remembering names, remembering how to do things.
As a result of alcohol, I had high blood pressure, and I still have it.
Destroys your internal organs, and it can destroy your brain functions, your handwriting, small motor skills. It's definitely a poison.
I have liver pains, bone and muscle aches that just used to not be there. And it's not from age. I'm not that old. I should be in my prime right now. And I probably aged myself 20 years through alcohol abuse.
Alcohol is slow to kill, but it's the most hideous form of death. If I had known how sneaky and dangerous and insidious alcohol is, if somebody had kind of told me, and if I had known that it's not this symbol for a good time, I think that would have made a difference.
It's not like some of the other drugs that instantly after your first time you're hooked and you're addicted to it. A lot of times, you know, most of my friends didn't even like the taste of beer when they first started drinking.
It started out as something that was fun, something we did on weekends. How it progressed to an everyday, all-day thing is beyond me. I have no answer to that. I do not understand how that happened, but it did.
It's nothing but misery. The last 12, 13 years of my life, I've spent probably over $500,000, and over 4 or 5 years of that has been institutionalized, whether it be in a alcohol treatment rehab facility or, you know, incarcerated.
Well, alcohol is just as bad, if not worse, than heroin or barbiturates or anything else. I don't know, if 60% of people go out to drink and get drunk, chances are that they're going to lead to something else and they're going to end up on a downward spiral.
I may not be very old, but I have definitely seen some hellish things from alcohol. To be honest, I didn't think someone could get to the point that I was at my age. I thought that took years and years, but no, downward spiral.
It might seem fun at the beginning, but after you get stuck in that lifestyle for years, you realize how not fun it is. It's terrifying.
Wow, that is wow.
That's some
Okay,
serious,
so
that's some serious stuff.
we were just vibing on, and you had something you wanted to share.
Yeah,
Cesar.
man. Hey, I'm gonna take it to the hood and the streets on this one, man. It's something I watched this video, I know, a couple of times, but I want to address some things. I know we've heard in the hood, gin to make you sin, Hennessy make you do something strange, the dark liquor do this, or vodka make you violent and all that. And I'm just speaking from experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them people up there. You would drink and have a problem before you start drinking. You see somebody that's on site and you end up in jail because of alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You altering your thinking, your mood swing, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, for the modern times, because I'm a little old school, you see your friends turning up, it's not normal. They probably kind of mask something.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to cover up something. They could be, you know, depressed about something, or trying to, you know, just trying to hide where they are in
making
life.
it look
They're
cool.
just,
You know?
yeah, they make it look cool being emotionally unstable.
Yeah.
And it's not
Wow.
cool.
Wow.
The cool thing that needs to happen is get emotionally stable and mentally stable. That needs to be the cool thing.
Yes.
You know, I think this is very deep, and let me share this. What, you know, the scripture says, do all things in moderation, right?
Right.
But when you're mentally and emotionally not stable, you are not in moderation mentally.
Right.
Because there has to be a perspective on why and how these things impact. So I wanted to bring that clarity. So just what you said, if I'm having problems at home, me and my girl not getting along, you know, I have addictions, you know, I'm struggling with this. Now they're unresolved because I'm still struggling with them. And then I pour Hennessy on top of it. Or I intake Hennessy, or I take weed, or then I take, you understand what I'm saying? We just kind of want you to understand the perspective. Because, you know, all things done in moderation is a blessing. And, you know, there is a way to do that. But the challenge, the biggest challenge, and what we're finding is with alcohol, these substance abuses, is that all they do is what you said, they amplify what's going on emotionally, socially, financially disconnected. And all you need is a turn up.
Yep. I just need to turn up one time so I can forget about.
And that could be your last time.
And somebody brush up against you, step on your toes, say, man, your girl's fine. And then you get pissed off, and then Now
Man,
we
it's
are
not
going to
even
do.
that's not even on that level. It gets even lower than
Go
that.
ahead,
It's
go ahead,
like,
man.
bruh, you just scuffed up my J's. You gonna pay for these J's, bruh. I just got these J's, bruh. You scuffed them up. Like
Yeah.
I've literally seen stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. So again, it's
And then folks, they come extra out the side of their mouth too when they on that alcohol.
yeah, it's called liquid courage. It's called liquid courage for a reason.
Well, you know, they say wine is it brings out the strangest areas of our lives, or alcohol, not just, I'm not specifically saying a particular. So we just want you to really be mindful of those things. You know, be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, we want to see the best for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I want to see
Like,
them at their best.
We want to see you, them, as in all of us,
yes,
at our best. Because at the end of the day, if you're not good, you're really not good. And anything on top of that that's going to amplify is just going to be worse of not good.
And you can't fake it in the long
You
run.
can't. Not when you got stuff in your system. You can't.
No, I think that's when you become your truest self when something is wrong after you drink. That's when everything falls off because you forget to keep it up. You know what I'm saying?
Inhibitions are gone to the loop. So we want to just leave you with a couple resources. We're going to check it in a second. One is 211. That is a crisis service number, and it is very simple. Pick up your cell phone, punch 211 talk, or enter if you got old school, right? Or just the sign if you got new school.
I hope they still don't have enter.
Look, no, listen. I got some residents that really got them kind of phones.
Yeah, I still see them in
Or the
service
one that
at
go,
that.
cling, cling. You know, the big hook thing.
Yeah.
Like I got some residents I serve, they like that for real.
I feel you.
They ain't trying to do technology. So however you got it, 211 and then talk. All right. And then I just want to say that crisis numbers is a number that's in every county, city, and state. Every one. So it doesn't matter where you're watching from. There is a crisis services of your area. There's a 911 emergency, 411 non-crisis, but I want to report something. And then there's a 211, which is I've got a crisis. I got a kid overdose. I'm struggling. I feel like committing suicide, whatever the case may be. And I love it because it's non-judgmental. You just show up, make the call, and they say, how can we help you? What's your zip code? So if you need help, they're there. All right. So that's what's up. I just wanted to make sure that is made clear. And thank you guys for sharing those perspectives, because there is always a perspective that leads either to truth or an illusion. All right, let's get this. Let's get this party, y'all. Come on, let's give it up for a Foundation for Drug-Free World, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
So we got our special guest, but you want to do the intro? No, let's do the artist.
Yeah, we gotta do some more music. I'm ready to put some more music.
Yeah, why don't you play a little
Some
something so we can
music.
just cue up? Come on up. Come on. We want to introduce, bro.
Alrighty, coming back to the stage. You was already rocking with the first song. I can't wait to see what this second song is gonna be. So, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Miss Zami Marie.
How
You got the crunk song now when I come up here.
You got a crunk.
Oh yeah, you gonna come now?
Oh, you just calling out people today. That's just how you feel. That's
Right. We do it back and forth.
She
now.
just calling people out today. That's just how she felt. They're gonna call
That's
me out.
'cause
Talking
she
about,
been-
oh, you blushing. I don't need to know that.
That was so cute though. Like you were honestly speechless. Like
I was.
you were so
and I'm not.
didn't
too
have it
many-
together.
I did.
Never
I
speak.
did.
All right.
yeah.
I'm always has something to say. If I don't, I'll try to shut up. But I was forced to be quiet on that time. So you got me. I'm happy to get you back on that one.
So here's what why don't you tell us about your song? I want you to sing a little note, just make sure the monitors are good for you. And then that way I think that will help. And then I want you to share. So what's the name of the song you want to share with us?
So the name of the song is called When You See Me.
Okay.
I got it from a situation. It's somebody else's situation.
Mhm.
And I kind of drew out what she was basically saying.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about problems in a marriage,
Okay.
and he stepped out, but she had an attitude.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
When you
Hey,
see
both
me,
sides of the
So
spectrum.
you know.
Okay.
So That's what that is about. It's I guess it's for the women. It's more of the
Okay,
women.
this is for the ladies, y'all.
empowering
Hey, and I
more.
like to tune into y'all women. So whatever y'all dropping off,
Right,
I'm
right, right.
picking up the
I'm
phone.
listening.
we
I'm
listening.
listening to
So we
this
don't mess up.
song.
So we just don't mess up.
Right, right, right. I'm trying to get it right this time.
Amen, amen, and amen.
So I only got one left. I only got one more left. All right, I'm gonna get out the way. Let you do your thing.
He wide open today. Let's see if we can get a little mic check up here.
Oh, yeah.
How's that? Okay, we good. Let's get this party started.
Yes. This is When You See Me. It's on all media outlets as well. And I hope y'all enjoy. It's for the ladies.
Okay.
So don't get mad, okay?
Hey, we got it. You put us on.
Top down with my head to the sky. Stress free, gotta hear your line. On the highway, nobody in my way. Living every day, no mind games. Cause you had your chance to me, but you sexing her, oh, I can't believe. It's so easy that you see that I'm on a level of my own, boy. So high, G5 jet light, boy. My head held high, pop fly, boy. Nose in the air, wind in my hair, boy. You'll be looking so sick in the face when you see me. When you see me. It feels good, no lies. Still stay fly, no tear in my eyes. Never again will I sit down my crown for another guy. You gotta be out your mind. I'm not wasting none of my time. Keep on texting, I won't reply. Get up out of my face, goodbye. I'm on a level of my own, boy. So high, G5 jet light, boy. My head held high, pop fly, boy. Nose in the air, wind in my hair, boy. You'll be looking so sick in the face when you see me. When you see me. I'm on a level of my own, boy. So high, G5 jet light, boy. My head held high, pop fly, boy. Nose in the air, wind in my hair, boy. Nose in the air, wind in my hair, boy. You have my heart and you know it, but you drove it downfield just to throw it. If you knew you weren't ready, why not tell me? Instead of wasting my time like paparazzi. You had that Esau syndrome cause you want a snack, but had a whole meal at home and the pantry pack. Had a whole meal at home and the pantry pack. And the pantry pack. I no longer play these games, don't play these games no more. I'm not in the state of mind you left me in before. I paused I paused You'll be looking so sick in the face when you see me. Oh, you'll be looking so sick. Oh, when you see me. Oh, you'll be looking so sick in the face when you see me. When you see me. Oh, when you see me.
Come on, y'all. Put your hands together.
So it's a little attitude. It's different from the lovey-dovey.
See, I thought it was more attitude. I thought it was some sassy, but it was on point.
But it was on point, yeah. You know, let me tell you what I like. You better get that seat for just a second before we let you go.
You want me to sit down?
Yeah, like you know, yeah. Just for a second, we got my man coming, but I just think it's so important. Like the message that you put out there is that, listen, guys, we have to value our queens as that.
And she was valuing herself. She ain't gonna take
and
her
her.
crown off of that dude no more, man.
Right,
I
correct.
ain't mad at her. Don't
Right.
do it. He ain't worth.
Right. And then I love how you, first of all, I want to say thank you for being such an amazing songwriter.
Thank you.
To be able to write both perspectives, the male perspective, I messed up, I acted a fool, I treated her like she was less than a queen, I called her the bee, all that, that side without saying that. And then to turn around and say to the sister, show the sister, you need to change your attitude if you get a good man. Otherwise, you're gonna be there by yourself in your house. You got a new attitude by yourself.
I like the tagline in the song, and I felt like it went for both sides.
Come on.
You'll be sick in the face.
Yeah, that
part. You'll be sick in the face when you see me. I'm gonna start using that one. I might start using that one.
You're gonna start. Yes, you definitely got to come back. I mean,
That's
come
all
back on the
you,
30th.
yeah, we got to go. We got
You got to come back on that one for real. Because you know what, it was amazing, and then I'm gonna let you go. But we just really appreciate your ability to navigate and to really share good messages.
Yeah,
like that's a great message. Check yourself before you literally wreck yourself. That's old school.
Or even check yourself before you lose someone that was actually meant to be in your life.
Correct.
Because he can always be searching. You can always think grass is green on the other side. But 9 times out of 10, you have the grass, but you're not watering it.
Right. Come on.
Right.
And
See,
take my shoe off.
she ain't no single person songwriter. You know what I'm saying?
She's writing from a married
perspective.
We need that.
We do need that. Yes, we do.
That is amazing. That's a powerful statement. Most songs that go to the top are songs about brokenheartedness.
Yeah.
He left me, I beat him, he beat me.
Everybody turned on
They turned on each other. I could just whatever I could do. I just like where's God? Where's love? Where's marriage? Where's happiness? Holiness? What? So we just want to say he's laughing, but I'm just saying, like I love.
I'm just thinking of all those toxic songs that everybody
really Hey, you talk about TLC called us scrubs, and you see where record deal they had.
Right? Yeah, you all right.
We get windows busted out the cars, and I'm glad we don't write songs like that.
Yes, no more dirty.
All right,
no more dirty.
Yes,
Read the jerseys.
And then the universe wouldn't do us guys no good for down.
It would. We're not built that way.
That's right.
We're not
built to even talk like that.
That's right.
Just got to own up on the actions and make sure we do better.
That's it. That's what's up. Again, how can they get your music? And we're gonna clap you off this thing like you a star.
Yes. Y'all acting up today.
He started it.
I did it.
Well, y'all can find me on all social media. Let's see, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm not on Snapchat though. I haven't really mastered them. I guess not all social media. I'm on media outlets. I'll say that. I'm on all media outlets.
There you go.
And you can find me at Sammy Murray. That's with a Z though. It's Sammy with a Z. ZAMIMARE.
TikTok.
I just started that a month ago, but I still don't know how to work it. I feel so.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get it though.
Yes, that's it. Just get with a team.
You can find me on there, but I'm not really active, so.
Just get the music.
Yes.
Go download it. Make yourself useful.
Yes,
and get the
go
record.
stream the music.
It's only 99 cents a single. All right, so let's give it up again for Miss Sammy Murray.
Thank y'all. Thank
Give us some
y'all.
music, brother.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Always
thank
a
you so
pleasure.
much.
I love y'all.
You want to help her down real
Yes,
quick?
definitely.
And then we'll do that. Yes.
You still miscombobulate a little bit.
Man, y'all got this. It is. I told you I didn't want to wear this right now. I gave a disclaimer, but y'all didn't want me. Y'all still. Oh, see, that's how you feel. Man.
Got y'all one slang now.
Hey, man, that's the jam though. That's the jam though.
We ain't doing that one though.
That's the jam though. I can't sing that high. I can't sing that high.
Hey, welcome back to the
No more
session.
dirty.
Yeah,
The
you already
session.
know Bible.
Beats and bars.
Yo, welcome. We glad you're hanging out with us. Here we are. We getting ready to get this thing going. We could tell them about this special guest.
Man, you know what? So
My man,
I'm just gonna grab my water here because I got another disclaimer. They got me so miscombobulated today that my notes is not even on the stage with me.
Well, I tell you what, go get your notes and we're gonna drop a beat. You want to drop a beat?
Okay, let's go ahead and do that
Let's
real
do some
quick.
crazy stuff here. Yeah. Yo, this has been a great one, man. We got a dope dude that's gonna be in the building. Has an amazing skill set. Really proud of him, and I feel like I'm in the 70s or something.
I had to do it Sunday outside. Yeah. You might want to go walk by the walkway. The greenway or something.
You start doing like this,
man. This Grandma, you just made Grandma smile with this one, DJ.
Grandma, this one for you.
I
love you, Grandpa.
Oh, you in here? You want to? Matter of fact, keep this one going. We got to introduce it with this vibe right here. I like this one. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Trey, I'm going to call him Trey. That's what I know him by.
Yeah, that's what I know him by.
That's what I know him by. I got
that
your whole name, but I got to keep it personal for me, man. Because we go way back. I didn't even know you was this old, bro. Like, you really made me just feel this old now, man. Because I seen you grow up.
Hey.
Hey,
You gonna make me walk on this stage?
Well, you know, Minister Fred, in life, there's some things that have taught me.
What's that?
And there's this one phrase that has come to start to be true because, I'm just living it. The truth hurts sometimes. The truth hurts.
Till you like a trainer till you learn how to take them punches.
Oh, see, Scissorhand, there you go again.
Man, that's
We're
the
gonna start
truth
calling
right there.
Bishop Scissorhand.
Right. We're gonna drop the DJ tag and just stay straight. DJ Bishop Scissorhand. Just keep coming on here preaching and stuff.
Yeah, so what's up with our guest, baby?
All right, here we go. Trey Calvert, age 29. He is a people person. People is his passion. He says, I am currently finding a way to serve through public speaking, coaching, as well as community organizing. What's next? Under the Black Light, my lifestyle brand and upcoming video podcast, more community organizing and looking to galvanize even more of the Black community. Man, that's heavy.
Man.
That's heavy. To be age 29 and to have these aspirations and aspects that you want to do already, it's so amazing. And I must say I'm proud of him because at age 29, my mindset was not like this.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me feel that even in my mistakes, I think my mistakes did a good job because the next generation is starting to do things. Is starting to do things right.
True that.
So let's introduce him, and I wanted to introduce him with this amazing video. I think is really super dope. It's a video by Shobaraka. So come on up. Let's put our hands together, man, for my man Trey Calvert. Woo!
Yeah.
All right, so Trey, we want to dedicate this song to you and to all the brothers, young brothers. You remind me of, they said that about Dr. King. He was around 30, man. It was just like trying to shortchange him, and someone presented the idea to be a change agent for good in the Black community, and you are one of those. And so we wanted to open up the interview with this amazing. There's a song. Are we ready for that song too, man? So let's go into the interview and then we'll get that going because there's a song by Shobaraka. It's on the, yes, go ahead. You got to turn you on. You got to turn the mic on.
I just wanted to chime in with what we were talking about with that powerful video before with the drug and alcohol.
Yeah, go ahead.
Something about our community is there's a lot of serious things that are very, very prevalent that we sweep under the rug. Drug abuse, alcohol abuse, mental health. Those are all things that are very, very prevalent in our community, yet they go very, very unnoticed. And that is one of the reasons why we are struggling in certain areas. So we have to really start addressing the fact that, hey, some of us, we need to address our mental health. Some of us need to understand that there's no amount of drug or alcohol that we can take and be positive and successful and be the people that we want to be.
That's right.
So it's not just about moderation, but it's also about your own personal success and trying to get where you're going. You have to do whatever in your life that's going to get you there. So I just wanted to add that, but before we go past.
Spot on.
Yeah, man. Spot on. Listen, and we wanted to share this video, man, because like I've been knowing Trey since back in the day, you know, and he would be all amped up. And to see you doing what you're doing, to see you on the boots on the ground on the front line, man, you was already fired up in the church house, but you fired up even more in the community, and you still keep God. And we're going to talk in terms of all of that. But there's a song I woke up to and I was praying about what song, and the Holy Spirit said, nah, I got a video by Shobaraka that I want you to show. So I want you to check out this. You all listen, check out this tune, man. It's by Shobaraka. It's on and popping. It's about our accountability. Let's go.
Ooh, that's that word.
It is, bro. You already know,
That's
man.
that strong word. People run away from that word.
They do, man.
Is that like the new L word? Accountability.
Just close your eyes, bro.
Dang. The metaphors was just, bruh. Like he told the whole, like you said, accountability. He left it all on the table. Like if you can't understand where he was coming from with this song, I need you to go back and play this about a couple of more times, because he took you on the whole journey of self. Yeah. And then when he ended the song with "Now I Have,"
yep.
Now I have. He went back and searched himself for a second. He looked, and then he said, "What did he say?" He said the one line or something that I have too much pride. Or something. It was like, I have too much pride. Right. And then he went talked about that line where he says, mainstream rappers ain't nothing but prostitutes with a good PR. With a good
PR.
Oh my God.
It's just positive, but it ain't feeding the soul. Let me tell you why. Go ahead. I knew you was gonna say something, bro. Because I saw you vibing with me.
What was I gonna say? I know how I be thinking. No, J. Cole. Everybody on J. Cole, they need to listen to that right there.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
And go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say it's a prime example of the fact that you can have conscious music that's entertaining.
Yeah,
come
that
on.
song the whole time through. I'm like, okay, what's the next?
Right, for real.
Right.
And the beat, you know what I'm saying, was smooth, but it had some bass to it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just shows, man, you got to step outside the box. Stop listening to the same two artists you've been listening to since you was 2. Okay?
That's what he said. He said, if you want to listen to Drake, I have to listen to Drake.
Right.
And then y'all sound outdated on top of it.
Right.
And I asked the Lord, why did he want me to play this one going into the interview? And he said, because Trey is one of those guys that understands the key to being successful as a young adult. The name of the song is Road to Humble.
All right. Makes sense.
From the time I met you, you always been a humble dude, seeking that humble status and doing it the best way you know how. But look where you've come from. And I think it's important that we celebrate our brothers and our sisters that are making strides in the Lord, but being humble, being successful. Man, tell us a little bit about you and your passion to be a leader, but a leader in humility.
I would
think
say
it's important. You know what I mean?
Leader and humility should always go hand in hand.
Come on.
And sad enough to say, too often they don't. Because a lot of people, when they are quote unquote in a leadership position or have leadership potential, feels like that means that they're supposed to get a whole lot of credit and a whole lot of praise.
Right.
But they don't understand the fact that really it just means that you're supposed to take care of others.
Right.
You've been given the tools and the ability to be able to do that. And as far as me having a humble spirit, I would say it's because I'm a product of grace and mercy. And at the end of the day, when God gets you out of situations that he shouldn't, when he teaches you things that you pray for, but you know it's knowledge that you haven't really earned or worked for, then it just teaches you that that doesn't happen for no reason. It comes with a set of responsibilities. You know, so we all have been given grace. We all have been given mercy. So that means we all have responsibility.
What'd you say?
And for me personally, I just feel like as long as I'm trying my best to stand within my purpose, then I'm showing God that I'm grateful for his grace and mercy.
Wow, yes, sir. Amen, bro.
Amen.
Where my shout button?
I need
my shout button. I need my shout button.
We gotta get him on. We gotta put him on No More Dirty TV next week.
And check out what humility does, because we talk about alcohol and how people get out of place, and you see how adorable and approachable people are when they're humble.
Yes.
You know, you might need something. You obviously this brother got info that someone can use. How you gonna approach him? He's humble, man. Why? You know?
Yeah, that's
it's
very
a blessing,
true,
bro.
I appreciate it. And we all just got to understand this, man. The same way that there's a body of Christ, there's a body of every community.
Come
You know what I'm
on.
saying? And whether you're talking about the head, whether you're talking about the feet, whether you're talking about the arms, hands, stomach, it's all necessary to keep it going.
Yeah.
So nobody ever feel like you are less important or
Come
feel
on.
like that you can't operate within your purpose just because you may not have what the world looks like as the most important purpose.
Yeah.
Every single purpose is important. Every single person is important. And if we all practice that mindset and not try to be perfect, but just try to find a way with the tools and the things that we have been given to help out in some kind of way, then you are doing your job.
Ain't no toes get stepped on like that.
Nah, he don't care. He breaking all the toes.
No, I'm just saying when you know your position,
Right.
though.
And you know, that is so that's it. Like, so what, let's talk passion in this drive for you. What drove you? What's your passion behind? What motivates you to do that? Because we don't see that. Like Dre the drummer was just saying, man, it's inspiring. You're 29, bro.
I would say my dad, you know.
Wow.
Having a
Powerful.
strong black father who always preached greatness and excellence to me. You know what I'm saying? I would say people like Minister Fred, you know, in the church and in different environments who saw something in me and always poured into me. You know, and I've always been a person that said that I never want to let a piece of wisdom get past me.
Wait, say that again. Wait.
All right, so I know Grandma done got her cane. Grandma done got her cane somewhere, and she trying to throw it at the TV or something. Cause boy, you going to Reverend stage right now.
No, I'm serious, and I
No,
say
that's
that
real.
because you know when you look at a lot of younger people, and those are the ones who I really, really want to focus in on,
Yeah.
and who I want to know that y'all aren't forgotten. You know, a lot of the information and a lot of the tools that y'all are seeking, you can find them in older people.
Right.
But because we feel like the world is brand new and it hasn't been around forever and they don't know anything about what they're talking about, then it's a lot of wisdom that you're missing out on just because you're not willing to reach out to somebody who's a little bit older and has seen exactly what you're trying to see. So that's the reason why I say that. One thing about me, I've never felt like somebody was too old. I've never felt like somebody was too dumb. I've never felt like somebody was too poor to be able to give me a piece of wisdom.
What you said.
Even if it's just what not to do.
Right.
And I'm gonna give a personal testimony. You know, like I have an older brother that's incarcerated.
Okay.
But I've learned so much from him throughout the whole of my life.
Pull your
You
mic
know
up
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit. Pull your mic up because I know you're leaning over. You don't need to lean, brother. You're a tall brother. Just twist it. There you go, and then pull it up. There you go.
Got the twist cane.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
But you know, I've learned a lot from him over the years. You know, when it comes to courage, you know, when it comes to being solid, when it comes to, you know, being a man of your word and standing and being willing to die behind, you know, that, you know, and that's helped me so much in this space because it's scary sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been in different situations. Y'all have seen, you know, where people say anything to you, do anything to
Law
you, ready to do
enforcements and
anything
stuff.
to
Yeah.
you, right? But at the end of the day, you know, some of the things that I learned from him have made it to where I was totally unafraid. You know, and that's why I say wisdom comes from all over the place, but you have to first have God in your life to where he can open your ears and eyes, and B, just realize the fact that it's not about perfection. God is the only perfect being. And I think, you know, sometimes there's just certain messages and there's certain things that we miss out on because we're striving too hard for perfection and not enough just to be open and willing to be used.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say my passion, you know, it's just from life, it's from living, it's from all the different people that have poured into me just because I've been willing to allow them to do so.
Yeah.
And he said something so powerful. You ended it so great with saying that I allowed myself
Come on.
to attain it, because sometimes you have to be willing to learn, but also to add to what you were saying though, you got to ask and it shall be given. You know, so you just can't think that, hey, just because I'm me, you got to tell me, just because you old, you have to give me this information. No. If you understand life, on the other side, the older community would say, I've worked hard for this information. I need to know that you're going to use it
Come on.
in the right way. I don't want to waste my time talking about this. So when you said that I had to be willing to receive that, once you understand as a younger person that, hey, I got to be willing to obtain information and willing to sit down and listen.
Be patient.
Be patient and listen. I can get all the information that's out there for me to have.
you know, the other, oh, I love that. Come on, put your hand together, Trey. That right there, Dre, is something. The other thing too, I think is important that goes along with that, is not wasting, is that we have to, as young people and young adults going getting older, we have to begin to, just as hard as we strive to get this money and be number one, we have to be willing to ask the question or ask for assistance. Listen, when a child is like, just like your son, he came up here and you know, y'all communication languages. And he was like, Daddy, I finished watching the Veggie Tale movie. Can we watch whatever it is? And you knew. So, but if he never came and approached you and said, Daddy, I need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we have to do the same, especially as young people and young adults. It's okay to say, can you be my mentor and I be your mentee? And that's one of the things I've always appreciated about you, Trey. Even when we were doing the protest for moving the monument, June 1st and June 3rd, and I don't want to hit it hard, but I just want to bring it up in terms of you. You were on the front line.
Front.
Remember when we were standing in front of the Orange Brigade, and the officers were there acting a plum fool and acting like they didn't care. And we were like, man, just tell us that you're sorry. You were on the front line. And I remember there was the very front, and I was
front.
And I was one of the older people they asked to help because I had relations.
Front.
Right.
But you was in the front. But Trey was in the front.
But he was on the front row where the sheriff.
I just got to make that known. I just got to make sure that courage, because some we seen how these things turned about, and for him to be on like the front. Like, I don't think they understand when I say front to where he could have whispered in someone's ear, front. That's how front you were. And I commend you on that one. And I don't take that lightly what you did. Like, you stood there like it wasn't nothing. That's courage.
You definitely had prayer.
I was in the back front. I was in the back front, but I was in the front with you in spirit.
Right.
And I gotta tell the truth.
But I want you to say what you just said about the prayer warriors, man. I think that's important.
Yeah, man. Like you said, he on the front line. It's like a face off to me. You said whisper in the ear. What I'm saying is my brother standing facing off with all these folks, and not necessarily everybody got the same spirit you had.
No, to be honest, that's how it felt, man.
Exactly.
When you see all these other cities, and you see cities in which there really is a lot of crime, right? There is a significant real danger,
correct,
both for the police as well as for citizens.
True.
And you see the steps that those officers were willing to show that, hey, I am a member of this community too. I serve this community. It's not just about my job, not just about my position. I'm not worried about my boss seeing me trying to. The most important thing is you all that I'm told to serve. Right. Then when I saw from our own Madison County Sheriff's Department, those are the individuals who were there that day. That they had none of those type of vibes going at all. I'm someone who is, quote unquote, a people person. And with that, you learn how to read energy as well as how to gauge energy. So when people have, emotionless faces, when people try to stand with a certain posture as if they're big or as, an aggressive, that says a lot without saying anything. And so that was something that I was severely disappointed on in that day, because that is not the vibe of our city. And I think that's something that, all law enforcement, all people who are entreated with the safety of others need to keep in mind. You need to be able to gauge and read the room. So if you can get 2,000 or 3,000 people together, and not only are they not fighting amongst themselves, but they're not trying to fight you either, then you should know that you got something special happening and you should take advantage of it. And those individuals were met with force. Those individuals were met with no love whatsoever. And the city is still standing behind that to this day. So that being said, let's start gauging and let's start reading, but with those officers, they're people. So, I don't never try to condemn anybody. I want us all to learn together, because there are things that we learned that day.
Correct.
And there are steps that we have taken since that day to be better. So all that we expect is the same from any elected person or any hired person. It's not about you being perfect. It's about you being willing to grow and to have an open mind and to get better, because that's all of our responsibility. So you have the same thing, especially because we don't get paid to do this and you do.
Man, what?
Right. So, and here, but I want thank you for sharing that. my point in bringing up June 1st and June 3rd is because the one thing that I really appreciated about you is, you remember that moment when you was ready to go, when the officer came down, and the other guy was like, and they had hit their knees, pulled the guns in our direction, and you were ready. And I came over to you and I said, Trey, don't go over the orange cone. And you were like, yes, sir. In that moment, I realized that you were a leader, not because of what I said, but because you read the room, the community, homes, officers acting what they were doing. You had people that everybody was following the command because you was doing the shout out and the commands and the posts. And people were ready to go toe to toe. Yet we were all nonviolent. You got 4,000 people there. And I remember I said, Trey, no, don't do that. Don't, because they want to make a martyr out of you. Remember that conversation? You were right there.
I remember. You know, the thing is,
and I was so proud of you, bro. I know that was a crazy
no,
moment.
I'm gonna be honest. See, like that was a whole different time. Since then, I've had time to really reflect, you know, and to rebalance and refocus my life and energy. But at the time, I had just seen a black man executed on camera.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, you know, my mind was not thinking about that because I'm a warrior. Not only did I serve in the military, but I'm a warrior in life in general. And so that being said, when you see, you know, every brother in this world, yes, my black brothers, anybody who stands for a righteous cause, you are a warrior like me.
Yeah.
So that being said, when I saw a man go like that, you know, it'll take you to a place, you know, that is honest and can be good if you allow it to be channeled.
Correct.
But at the same time, you know, it's just kind of on the brink because you really understand that George Floyd, he just so happened to pass on camera. But there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of him that have been here in this same country that so many of us have given to and give to daily.
Right.
And, you know, when you see these individuals who are getting paid good salaries, who have houses and land and cars and put their kids through good colleges, right? But at any given moment, they could just execute someone, whether on camera or whether without camera, and there are no repercussions. There's no understanding for that. It's hard for me to make sense of that, you know. So in that moment, you know, I appreciated him because, you know, that was honesty, you know, because it's hard for me to see someone who is supposed to be there to protect us, but you can see they're waiting for any individual to give them any reason to do something to you and get away with it. It didn't even have to be justified. It just had to be enough to where they felt like they could get away with it. You know, and when you see that, then that bothers you because that's the way that man lost his life. Over a counterfeit bill that he could have very well not even known was counterfeit because he could have just went and put $10 worth of gas in at the gas station, got a $10 bill back. And that was the one that he went, you know, it's just that simple. And that happens to people all of the time. But because that gave those officers a right to approach him, that ultimately cost him his life. You know, and I've seen different things. You know, I saw this lady get slammed by 2 officers. This was the top of the year. You know what I'm saying? And I was right there. And I kind of went off then. And, you know, but at the same time, I'm still growing. God is still working on me. But at the same time, that lady came back to me later on. And she was in tears when she thanked me that there was somebody there to stand up.
Because you did no wrong.
Yeah. So that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she never came back to me at all, just for that sister to know that there are brothers out here that are willing to stand up, willing to say something, and whether it will cost them something or not, will not allow that to go down that way.
Yes, sir.
Well,
that means something to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, and I just wanted
to stand for your community,
Yeah.
son.
But I
That's
just
what I'm
think it's
talking
so important because you talked about earlier valuing wisdom of the older folks. You also talked about standing if it may cost you your life. In that moment on June the 3rd, I saw that in you. You hear me? All of the stuff we've seen years going and coming up, whatever. But when you needed the most wisdom in the decision making, you made the right decision. Because it could have been the end of your life. It could have been something else. You know what I mean? Whatever. But it didn't. God spared your life. And like you said, grace and mercy is what you lean on every day.
But it was only because he was willing.
Correct.
Willing.
That's where I'm going. Exactly.
To listen to great wisdom, because you was in the back discerning everything that was going on.
And I
So
came to the front because
came
I
to the
saw
front
him,
to say, hey.
because I saw they were saying if we can take this dude out, we can uproll the whole place.
It was a lot going on.
It
They
was.
had drones. They had
Everything.
people up on upper decks. They had it was a lot.
It was a lot.
And once again, like I say, you got thousands of people out here.
Right.
You done seen where they had 100 people together and they took off and tried to fight the police and everything. You got thousands of people and you can tell that's nobody's mindset. All they wanted was just someone to understand.
Right.
And to make it clear that they understood.
Right.
But you could tell that those officers were more worried about ramifications from their bosses than they were about the safety of those people out there.
Right.
And that's something that is way too common and it's absolutely unacceptable. Lives are the most important thing. When all those situations were happening, all you kept hearing about property. Looting. We understand that some people have been killed over the years, but they got to stop stealing stuff.
Like it's terrorists out there.
Like, let's get something understood, okay? Most businesses are insured.
Right.
So they didn't lose anything.
It would just gain. They would get an extra check.
Come on, man.
Let's
Right, because they got to upgrade if anything they had was already gone. So we already know.
And
this,
they probably bought it on discount when they got it originally. They're gonna make sure they get a brand new one when that insurance.
This is all facts.
Let's just be serious.
Well, I also want to say, but what was so significant about that moment on so many other levels, and I'm so glad we're talking about this right now, is because as an example, you showed how valuable it is to listen to a seasoned individual. I'm not even going to use the word old or whatever because we really don't look that old for sure.
I mean, but experience, I gauge people age on their experience.
There you go.
Be old
there you
and
go.
then been through nothing. You're still young to me.
Yeah, that's what
there you go. That's real.
But that's where I want to go.
But even as a young person,
as a young person,
because most young people, nah, man, I got it, pops. I'm good. I'm standing here. I'm standing for this. I'm standing for that. This what I'm doing it for. This what I'm doing that for. But to say, okay. There was no why, no fuss back, no kickback, no nothing. It was, thank you. Okay, that's so powerful in so many ways because it's just that simple act goes a long way.
But God has been grooming Trey, and I believe God had been grooming you and still is grooming you. And we're going to talk about the things that you're doing. But I wanted to stop in this moment and really celebrate you and the God in you in that moment. It was your actions because you were running with all the millennials and the Gen Zs. I was invited to the table and you helped me in areas and he helped me to be able to relate and be at those spots because I was an older cat. So, and with other older guys. So I just want us to stop and celebrate young brothers like this that are doing the work in a way. So let's put our hands together real quick as we transition.
And not let me leave out this man a vet.
Yeah,
a veteran.
He's a veteran, man. You just don't look at him like no average cat out here. He done served the country on top of him. Being in the community looking for change.
Yes. And that's another big round of applause.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's give it up for that for the
what
service.
branch were you in? What branch? Active duty army.
Active duty army.
Active duty army. That's what's up.
And bringing all that up, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us do have military experiences. How did that play into your training?
That was the greatest thing that happened to me in my adult life.
Come on.
And the reason why I say that is because A, it taught me a different level of discipline.
Yeah.
B, it taught you the difference between a problem and a real life or death situation. And C, it taught me that, when your mind is focused on a particular goal, there's almost nothing that you can't accomplish.
Wow.
And so those things, and I had great leadership.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like and this isn't, a color thing, but I had a black first sergeant, I had a black sergeant major.
Come on.
So
you
just
seeing
to see
your image
but
and
you
so
see
just
good
to
black
see,
soldiers.
African American men in those positions of leadership and how well they took care of everybody that they were under that was under their watch. I had never really seen anything like that before I went there. So even seeing that and them taking me under their wing and say, hey, whether you realize it, whether on this side or on the other side, you next. Just having somebody, when people And I say that because in our community, words of affirmation are very, very few and far between.
Yeah.
But even people who are talented, even people who are handsome, pretty, smart, strong, sometimes they need that too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people assume that you know that about yourself, so you don't need that confirmation from other people, and that's not true. So we have to learn how to really, like you say, celebrate one another, because you never know how much more motivation, how much hope that may give to somebody, or they may have things, they may have insecurities, and just by you, somebody outside of their own head telling them, you just help their whole situation. So be willing to do just like they're doing. We all have to be willing to celebrate each other and realize and see the greatness in each other.
Wow.
And speak on that.
Come on now, let's give it up for man Trey. Couple more questions. I know, but we just needed to do that because there are a lot of people, Trey, that watch our show and it follow with us, and they're always like, "Well, is it young cats doing the work?" So yeah, we got young cats doing the work, and they're doing
Boots on the ground,
and doing
front
a better job than us old school cats. I want to talk about your business, but I want to finale with your business. So let's talk about in terms of leadership, your young adult leadership. Look, you're 29. Councilman Keith is 30. I mean, come on now. Let's talk about how faith in relationship with your queen and other positive sisters in your life impact your decision making, one, and impact the God life. Because I love, because we texted the other day, he was like, "Man, I'm growing in faith." And I'm like, "Man, proud of you, man." We go back and forth, and I love that. But I think it's important that they see that side of your leadership and leadership of young adult men, Black men, strong men of color, because a lot of times we just see the Black power, which is great. You got to have the Black power, but you got to have some Jesus too, some God in your life, however you want to do that. So if you could share that with the folk, I think that would be important.
Well, I'll just start with God. As far as God, not only is it important, but he's the key. And the reason why I say that is because life specializes in spinning you all around in every different direction. But God is the one who allows you to be able to keep that balance. And that even in the midst of you being spun, you can make sense of it as long as you have him in your life and as long as you allow him to lead you. And with me personally, like that's something that, I'm learning, because it's a lifetime lesson, just to take it a piece at a time, a day at a time, a situation at a time, like me with my daily devotion, like that's something I'm working on. Right. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still at about 3 or 4 days a week, but I was at a solid hot 0. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that's growth, that's progression. And I shouldn't be so upset with myself that I'm not on the everyday, but just make every single time that I do count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. God gives you the ability to be able to see beyond what everybody else may have for you and what even you may have for yourself as to what is really best for your betterment. And then as far as my queen is concerned, like she gave me balance down here.
Okay, speaking to Mike, so they can.
Oh, okay. I said,
yeah.
And as far
you
as
got to speak all the way in the mic about that one.
My bad. I said as far as as far as my queen is concerned, she gave me balance down here.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? When I say that, like she taught me a lot about love, and that it is somewhat how you feel, but it's more so how you act.
Yes, it is. Ooh,
You know what I'm saying?
yes, it is.
And it's kind of like about your daily approach to it. And when I say that, I just mean like she had a lot of patience with me, watching me grow. You know what I'm saying? And in every situation, whether I handled it good or handled it bad, she always came back with love. And when somebody treats you that way, it makes you grow because you realize that that's something that's unique and that is something that can't be found in everyone and it cannot be replaced. So I would say definitely that's kind of like the balance. Plus, she can cook. You know what I'm saying? And I never really realized how important
Y'all getting that, bruh?
Food love. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? Every meal, by the end of it, you just got that look. You got to hold your stomach and hold your heart at the same time. You know
I like that. Stomach and heart at the same time.
That's a blessing.
I love you, man.
Just to have somebody who every hour of the day, the same way you thinking about ways to try to make their life better, they're thinking about ways to try to make your life better. So that's definitely what she's added to my life.
Man, that's beautiful.
Wow, man. Come on, let's give it up for the queen.
Man, he just wrote a love poem up here.
Shout out to all the sisters keeping them in. You know, man, it ain't even about keeping you in check. It's just they love supporting the brother.
Yeah, and I think that's important. And
Yeah,
to-
I think
to-
I like the way you said that. We need to kind of drop that toxic
Yeah, toxic,
tagline.
It's come
And
on now.
keeping us in check and supporting us
right
as we grow.
and helping us to be better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have different agreements. We already defensive and know what we're gonna say about the situation. That's why I call
built
it
that
support.
way. We built that way. We're gonna always defend, but
if we being real, y'all, sometimes we do need to be put in check too, man. But you have to allow that. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Like,
Go ahead.
we have the wrong concept of what it is to be masculine.
Come on,
Right?
let's talk about
like
that.
at the end of the day, you know, it's not about being macho. It's more so about being secure.
Come
You know what I'm
on.
saying? So it's like when I'm secure as a man, then there's nothing that a woman or anybody else can say to me that's gonna mess with my security. So that way I can take advice. I can take criticism. You know what I'm saying? I can even take being told I'm flat out wrong because I know who I am and I know when I'm operating outside of my parameters. And I think a lot more of us would be happier in our relationship if we take away some of that toxic side of what it is to be masculine. You know what I'm saying? Because every area is not your area and everything you don't know. So you need to know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And be willing to take a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my daughter teaches me a lot on top of, you know, women. You started little girls and grow up to be women. That's beautiful, man. That's a butterfly, the caterpillar butterfly thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because my daughter teach me as well. I messed up some relationships, or I had involvement. I ain't messed them up. I had some involvement. But my daughter's taught me how to behave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you know.
Yeah, hey, when you sometimes when you real, you know, you like a block of clay. You got to have some chiseling. It ain't no way around it. You mighty strong and mighty heavy, but you need a little chiseling. That's all it is.
So let's do this. Let's do one more thing in tribute to the queen and to the queens that are holding it down. 3 things that your queen or a godly, virtuous Proverbs 31 in your life has made you a better king. 3 things that your queen has done.
I like where this is going.
I would
and
say
then we'll talk about your business and finale.
3 things.
3 things.
First thing, honesty.
Wait, hold on. Come on, this is deep right here.
Make sure y'all get your pen and paper. Write
Write
this down.
this down,
Write this
bro.
down. This is good
And this is
information.
a young adult brother in the Lord. This ain't no old school. Go ahead.
All right. First thing I would say is honesty.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is this: when you can have honesty within your relationship, then that really makes it to where no conversation is out of bounds. So you don't have to have a lot of secrets and a lot of things hidden. So that's very, very important. Number 2, I would say is loyalty.
Wow.
Because that gives me the ability to be able to step out anywhere, or for us to step out anywhere, or for me not to step out and she can step out anywhere.
Correct.
And I can feel comfortable and know, you know, that everything is okay, both at home and when we're out, you know what I'm saying, out and about. And let's see, number 3, I would just say love, you know, and we have to understand love is sacrifice.
Come on.
That is the number 1 thing that love is sacrifice. And we know that because Jesus died for us, and that was told as the greatest love shown ever. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that we all have to understand that love doesn't always feel good. You know what I'm saying? But for every bad day that you have, try to get some resolution out of it. Never get into a situation in which you argue, in which you mad or anything, and allow y'all to go into it the same or come out of it the same way that you went in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Those friction points, they allow you the ability to be able to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how growth happens. It happens through friction. It happens through pressure. You know what I'm saying? So look at those situations not as an indictment on your relationship, but as an opportunity to grow. Because I would say the greatest growth that we've had always came after an argument. And that's God's honest truth. You know what I'm saying? That's God's honest truth, because like we were talking about before, that's when the honesty comes out.
Right.
It might have been something that was kind of bugging you for a long time that you didn't really say, but it's like, oh, I'm finna tell you that. You know, right. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. When you know how to approach those situations with love. Right. So I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of my pride just so we can get, you know what I'm saying, where we're trying to get to
get back on one.
Come on, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about. So that means the book is coming out soon, then, right? Yeah.
One day. One day.
Don't even say nothing. Yeah,
No,
I know
really.
it is. I know
yeah,
it is.
absolutely. I'm not even gonna lie. I really would love
a king and queen book or something.
Right. Yup.
That would be dope. So honesty, love.
No, honesty,
I'm sorry, honesty, loyalty, and love by choosing to sacrifice for the better good of the relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's finale with this one, man. You got a new thing you're doing now. Let's talk about it. He's gonna throw up the logo on the screen so we can talk about it. Tell us about this new thing that God has kind of led you to do that you've been sharing with me. We want
All
to share.
right.
Yeah.
So
what's it called?
my new lifestyle brand / business is called Under the Black Light. You can
Okay.
find us on Facebook at under_the_blacklight.
I like that metaphor.
Also on Instagram under the Black Light, YouTube under the Black Light. I'm getting all the pages together, but you can find me right now. So as I post content, y'all can already be the first ones to see it.
Cool.
But yeah, that's something that has been in the making for a long time. From the video podcast part of it, the podcast just came from having conversations with different enlightened people, and I feel like those aren't conversations that should be lost. So through these different social media platforms and through these interviews, it will give me an opportunity to make sure that some of this wisdom that we're talking about that we've been sharing in all these different circles won't be lost.
Come on.
Beyond that, also, I want to start really highlighting a lot of the Black businesses and minority businesses in the area. So that's going to be something that we're also going to be bringing attention to. So I'm going to be, different business owners that are here in the Huntsville, Athens, Madison, area.
Tennessee Valley,
Then y'all should also go to my Under the Black Light page. The Facebook one is the one that I'm most active with, so that'd be the best way to get in touch. But reach out to me, and I want to make sure we get an interview. We want to try to do it at your business location so we can highlight it and kind of give people a little bit of what the experience is like. But I think that's something that's very, very important. And so we want to make sure our platform is highlighting those businesses as well as different artists. Miss Zammy, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to find a way to get you on some kind of way because that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was a vibe.
Like,
you know what I'm
for real,
saying?
for
Like
real.
a lot of
Real
people can sing, but not everybody knows how to sing and write a great song
Yes,
and do
come
it
on.
in a way to where, from beginning to end, you feel like you're riding in your car listening to something on Spotify and you just did that for all of us. So we appreciate that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to be able to highlight people like her because there's no reason why I shouldn't already be going to her concert somewhere.
Come on.
She shouldn't be packing out somewhere. So we need to make sure that's going down.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things that I want to see with our from a business perspective and from a lifestyle perspective. Just I want to be able to start attaching my brand to some of these community things that I'm already doing.
Correct.
Because that's something that's very, very important to me. It's what you do for others is more important than what you do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So this just kind of gives me an opportunity to have my own little umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And so I would just say that, from a community perspective, we just gonna put on different events, and we just gonna, like I said, try to galvanize the people. When I say that, I mean, like, I remember what it was like to grow up in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And you could be anywhere in your neighborhood and your mama knew what you were doing.
Yep.
Or knew who you were with.
Right?
And they knew who you were with.
So that's
They knew
not
what
the
time you was
case-
coming home.
That's not the case anymore. And we had less technology back then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nobody had cameras on their front porch back then. So mama and them was peeking out the blinds, but
Are those is that technology a distraction from real?
Well, it is, but when I say that more so, I mean like this, like there since, and I'm gonna take it on back. We're gonna get deep for a second. Since like the 70s, right? As they brought down the Black Panther Party. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot. Malcolm X was shot. You know what I'm saying? So many different leaders were killed. Then they put kind of like that mistrust and that distrust
Correct.
in our community then. And that's something that if you watch, like change doesn't happen overnight, it happens in generations. So they've just been creating more and more division in our communities to where nowadays a lot of people don't even know who lives 2 doors down.
Correct.
And
Correct.
so we've been taught like this that the world has changed and it's not safe for your kids to be outside or for your daughter to be on. Why isn't it safe? Because we're not allowing it to be.
That's right.
We make those decisions.
Right.
We decide what our community is going to be like. And we just have to understand that if you liked how that was, then let's find a way to bring it back. As you can see up here on this stage and in so many other places, there are people who believe the same things. So all we have to do is unify that thought. You know what I'm saying? And to believe that we are capable of more. We see on TV and we see through so many different things, all these negative stereotypes, and you don't realize, but you internalize them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's almost as if positive isn't entertaining. So they've taken it more and more away from entertainment, and we don't realize how that affects our mental and how we perceive situations and how we deal with things. So we just have to understand, man, that our communities is very, very necessary with what's going on, that we work together.
Yeah.
And that we learn to invite one another back into our, make it a community again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look out for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid, if you see something or you see, do it safely. But at the same time, we have to get back to that. We have to get out of the mindset of, oh, that's not my child, or oh, that's not my business, because ultimately these are all our children. And when you see one of them on TV, on trial for murder or has been killed, or you see one that a few years ago he was dressed real nice, he was looking real sharp, nowadays he at the gas station begging for change.
Right.
That's your child. Why? Because you're gonna feel bad when you see him the same way you would feel bad if it was your child. So that's something that we all have to understand. Like, we are all brothers and sisters for real. And whenever we don't work together the same way, when there's a rift in a family, then the family is weaker because of it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I want to see us do through these different community things. It's all about unity. It's all about us understanding that we are much, much stronger together. And in a small area like Huntsville,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that we can do because we already have a strong presence. We just don't know it. Right? So that's something that we want to bring to light. That's something where we want to let people know their individual power as well as our collective power as a community and as a people.
Man, come on, let's put our hands together for Trey, man. Last thing, what can we do as a community? What can we do to help you with your new brand? Black. Give us three things that we can do and share that with the folks, and then we will push that, promote that as well. And then also when we do our May 30th, we'll definitely put you on it.
I would say first things first, like, follow, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, keep that up there. Yep.
On all the pages. Once again, on Facebook, it's _the_blacklight. On Instagram, it's under the blacklight all together. On YouTube, it's under the blacklight. If you type it in, you'll find it because it's got the logo, so you'll see.
See the logo on the screen.
See the logo, and then you'll know it's us. But
second thing
I would say, really do engage with me. You know what I'm saying? So I can know what it is that you guys want to bring, what it is that you guys need. You know what I'm saying? So we can really try to tailor make this stuff for things that are, common questions or common concerns or common needs in the community. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want anything to be selfish and be my ideas. I want everything to be, about all of us. So we want to try to include as many people, and as many perspectives as possible, because people always want to know that they're heard. So if you engage with me, if you comment and that kind of thing, it gives me a better ability to make sure that you're heard.
Ooh.
And C, I want streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that is the part that we're missing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we feel like you have to be, I don't even know, because I don't believe any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have friends that are some of, the most distinguished individuals, and I have friends that some of them, just because you look at them, some people wouldn't even walk up and talk to.
Right.
And I see them all the same, got the same love and respect for all of them.
Right.
So, but that's what I want to see. I want to see more tattooed individuals. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more individuals in T-shirts, jeans, and J's out at these events, because, we are the community too. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are the ones who one day might be victimized.
Right.
Or ourselves. And a lot of us already have been. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see more of the streets out here, getting involved, letting these people know that we care too. And it's not just the individuals who are in these certain tax brackets or live in these certain areas or neighborhoods, but that we are all worried about our future. So that's who I want to see.
Right.
And everybody, I encourage the people that's already in the streets to get this brother too, because we don't want nobody else killed just because they're trying to get a point across or a message, but don't know how to.
No, absolutely. And then beyond that, just looking at the No More Dirty, I think that's a great blueprint for positivity, because, like, it's okay to say that drug dealing is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not judging the person, but to allow them to understand, like, there's things that come along, You know what I'm saying? Or robbing or whatever, you know, the
Right.
case may be. It's not about you as an individual, you know, as much as it is about what you do to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even just about, you know, if you're doing this or doing that, somebody might overdose, die, whatever. But it's about what you're doing to yourself and the scars you're putting on your own soul. You know what I'm saying?
And the community definitely can't glorify that type of behavior, which we do in our entertainment and stuff.
And no, y'all got responsibility too. While y'all trying to change your life and all that, find somebody to give some back to. Don't keep all that money and all that other stuff to yourself.
Baptize your
'Cause you
money.
owe. You know what I'm saying?
Baptize
You
your
owe.
money.
We all owe.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna pay them taxes one day.
Yeah, we all owe. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that more so, I'm just saying, like, understand that it's okay to realize that everything you're doing may not currently be right, but you're trying to survive. But you need to be making a plan for the future, and you need to be taking steps toward that plan for the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Like, don't be comfortable living. Yeah, man. Don't be, because it's we just got responsibility.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Like, that's just what it is. So I want to see more of my bros understand the fact that we all have responsibilities, and that just because everything in your life may not be, you know, exactly perfect, or may not be even necessarily upstanding, a willingness and a want to is enough for now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's enough to get you started, and you'll be surprised where God will take you just when you open yourself up and allow him to. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
on the other hand, if you constantly make excuses as to why you can't be this or why you'll never be that, then that's what keeps you in that cycle. And that's just like those drugs, that alcohol. Like, you don't realize that bottle is a time capsule.
It is, man.
And as long as you're sitting in it, the rest of the world and the rest of life is moving on without you.
Yes.
And then when you finally jump out of it, you have to try to catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's-
And a
and
lot
that's
of
the
times
tough part,
there
man.
is no catching up.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's the tough
saying? You
part.
just have to learn to refocus from where you are now. You know, and be okay with the fact that, yeah, you may have lost something, but God will add something new and something different.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Well, let's give it up again for Trey, man, for real. Professor, if you can get Dre's mic level up, that would be great. We're gonna do with you being saying, I think this is a great time to segue into the God's mailbox, and then we're gonna do a freestyle with you joining us.
Let's do it.
You already know, man. We hadn't had you up here in a minute. I'm gonna let
Yeah, I
y'all.
know.
I'm gonna open it up, and let y'all do. You want to jump on, do some vocals with us on here? Yeah, come on, get your mic, and come on up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna have us a whole
Yeah, that's what's
whole
up.
situation over here. But before we go there, let's go ahead and go into the God's mailbox.
Yeah,
This is
man.
the time to where you can take, you know, we go through a lot of things in life. We write a lot of stuff. Well, sometimes we don't write a lot of stuff down. We keep a lot of things in. We try to find this person to talk to, that person to talk to. And a lot of times someone is not even there to listen or even have the time. But right now, this is the time that you can make the time for yourself by writing down whatever is on your mind right now, whatever concerns you have, whatever desires, prayer requests, or just telling you just a simple thank you God letter, whatever it may be. While the DJ is playing us some nice altar call music.
He's the altar call.
Some nice altar call music, because we're actually giving our burdens to the altar right now. We're turning them over to God, because God's timing is not our timing. But if we write it down, because in the scriptures tell us to always write down our vision. We write down everything else. We write down our love letters. We write down our songs. We write down our budget list. We write down our wish list, our dream list. But we don't write down things that we actually need to talk to God about. So right now, take a moment of your time and write things out that God's putting on your heart to do. And at the end, when we all come back, Minister Fred will be so kind and so gracious to pray over whatever that you wrote down. We're not even going to read it. We got some people in the audience today, and we're just going to come up and put it in our God's mailbox box down here.
Just fold it over.
If you're at home, just tear it up, throw it away, put it in the garbage disposals, run some water, and run that garbage disposal. So what you're doing, you're not going to go back to it. You're not going to read it to see, hey, let me see if God answered this. Let me see if God answered that. Let me see if this prayer came through. Let's see. No, it's not about that. It's just turn it over to God. And it's like, God, whenever I'm ready for this blessing, you will bless me. So now take the time and write down your thoughts.
And if there's no envelope on your table, just fold it over and you can slide it in the slot. We had so many prayer requests last month. You just put it in the slot. Let's go.
Shout out to my queen for bringing me an index card.
That's love.
I don't always measure up, but still you say I'm enough. All I ever really wanted was somebody to love. And you've been knocking at my door, but I can't open up. So many mistakes I made, so many of these games I played. I always say I'm complicated, the cover of my real frustrations. I need patience, I need time to rewind to when I was 12. I lost my trust in my mind, my mom I rejected. Emotions felt neglected, trying to let go of these memories and hold on to this necklace that tells me that I'm so worth loving. But why did life do me wrong if I was so worth loving? I think the bigger picture is that you're so worth loving, and you still have my heart even when I have nothing. Yeah. And I can't make it rain unless I let you rain in my life, and I can't open up my heart unless I had you inside. All I ever really wanted was someone on my side, but loneliness is not the one coming along for the ride. And I don't always have an answer, so I question your love. I don't always measure up, but still you say I'm enough. All I ever really wanted was somebody to love, and you've been knocking at my door, so I'ma open it up. At some point, I have to stop trusting in the things that I've used to protect me and surrender to the truth of what God says about me. You know, just because I feel alone, it doesn't mean I am alone.
Who made the mountains? Who made the trees? Who made the rivers flow into the sea? And who hung the moon in the starry sky? Somebody bigger than you and I. Who makes the flowers bloom in the spring? And who writes the song for the birds to sing? And who sends the rain when the earth is dry? Somebody bigger than you and I.
All right, now it's time for us to turn it over to Minister Fred, so he can just say a couple of words or pray over our words that we just tone over, our words, our thoughts, and just whatever we put into that we're ever taught to God about.
So, God, we just want to say thanks again for letting us know that you love us enough to clean us up. We love you for allowing us the opportunity to come to you. We appreciate you. So we ask that all these prayers, all of these letters, all these envelopes that we shred or that we put in God's mailbox or that we burn in an aluminum pot. You said before we asked that you already got it. Then you said when we do ask, you're going to make it happen. So, God, we want to say hallelujah to your name. Thanks so much. We thank you for the ministry of all that you do in our life and bless us over and abundantly above what we think, what we ask, what we believe, and even in our unbelief, help us to believe, to try, and to do. And we love you and blow our minds. I pray every day, Lord, blow my mind. I ask you to blow everybody's mind who's even thought about doing something, making a difference, and putting a prayer request and asking you really to do something that we can't do. In the name of Yeshua the Christ, who's Jesus the Bible. Amen.
Amen. All right, let me get this straight. I think it's time for we went through the Bible. I think we had a few beats.
Yep.
Now I think it's time to do some bars.
With some vocalization.
With a vocalist. Oh, I see why you came up here, dude.
You going through them, baby.
Okay.
Hey, so what we got going on Saturday night, man? Tonight, bro. What you got?
What we got going on tonight? Rocks, paper, Scissor Hands Radio, 9 p.m. G93, live365.com, man. Another episode, man. I don't know what episode we on, but we're gonna do it all year long. You know what I'm saying? It's just pouring out, you know what I'm saying? It flow like water and butter, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heat it up and let it smooth, you know what I'm saying?
Let's stop out.
Yeah, and make sure you wash your hands before you cut the music on, too.
Wash your hands before you cut the music on. Ooh-wee. Okay, that's gonna be something different then. Okay, that's gonna be something
that's
serious.
what's up on Saturday night. Then Sunday, you got to get some of this No More Dirty Radio show. We go live, we go ham up in there. So G93 at 5 o'clock, and then we up on 106 at 6 p.m. 103.1 is we up. You already know we got 2 fan bams, and it's worldwide, nomoredirty.org. So if you want the podcast, you can get it at the same time at our website, nomoredirty.org. And again, the end of the month, May the 30th, which is the last Sunday, which is Memorial Weekend, the Sunday, we're going to have a huge, we love our youth, our family. It's going to be a fun fest. We got Under the Black Light going to be in the building, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
you already know we're going to have some of everybody. Moon bounces. I mean, literally, we got sponsors, and we're going to try and really highlight some of our Black and brown businesses. So we'll connect. You might have to be the connect for that and for other things. We'll just let you be the connect, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Black light. You know what I mean?
Black light.
Under the black light. You know what I'm saying?
Black light. Where's that? Where's that? Let's get the black light.
Go to Facebook and Twitter and get it. Like, share, and then No More Dirty TV. You want to hit up with that, bro?
Well, you
As
already
we
know what
do it
to
up,
do with the
what's
No
up?
More Dirty TV. There's this little thing. There's this red box.
Hey, when does it come on, man?
It comes on. You know what? I think it comes on. Yes, it comes on each and every Friday. Each and every
what time,
Friday.
man? What time?
Let me see. I think they know it. I think it's at
It's on the screen.
Yeah, at
7:30.
Yes, 7:30.
That's Central Standard Time.
Don't do that, bro. We had to revoke that jersey you got on. Man.
So I'm just making sure. I knew that was gonna get on me on that one. See, I knew that was gonna get me on that one. I knew that was gonna get me
We're
on
gonna
that
have a
one.
manufacturer. No, just kidding.
No,
No,
but
so
really,
for real.
check us out each and every Friday at 7:30. And if you're in other different areas around the country, you know what time 7:30 is our time. So you just tune in on that time. But when you tune into the YouTube page, this is what we really need you to do. Like there's these 2 simple steps. They're so easy that anybody can do it because you really do it already. So there's this red button that we want you to push, and it actually says subscribe. We want you to push that because we love so much and we have so much love to give that we still need more family members. We're a growing family and we still want some more family members. So please subscribe. But when you subscribe, we want you to do something else. There's this little bell that you can push and then it's going to let you know every time the show drops or is about to drop or about to come on, so you can be ready to get all your people. And then when you know the show is about to drop, there's this little arrow we want you to push because sharing is caring. So you got to share each and every show when it drops and when it comes on. So now what y'all got to say to me now, huh? I fixed it. I fixed it now, huh?
Fixed it, man.
Drop that beat, Maestro. Let's go, DJ.
Let go.
Soul for the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm kind of feeling some kind of way. We got in the building.
Okay.
Zammy
This is gonna be
Murray.
interesting.
Hey, Zammy. You there? You there? Sammy Marie, you there?
Yeah, she right here. She right here.
Hey, why don't you sing something soulful before we get this thing like?
Yeah, make up us a hook for us.
Like Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Make a wretch like me be clean, but so I say, why don't you hit him with that hymn today?
Amazing grace.
Okay.
How sweet the sound that set the wretch. I forgot the words.
Yeah.
I'm singing to another beat.
I lust the world. What the world? Yo, I think we got a Trey Bay. Trey, why don't you bust him with the vibe, Bay?
Hey.
Today was a good day.
Today. Yeah. Let's get to it.
The Bible beats it.
I said I woke up today, thought today would be a good day. Came down the Bible beats and bars on my way. We done talked and we done spread nothing but wisdom. And you need to go ahead and find a way to get some. Yeah, bar for bar each and every time. Guaranteed that we gon' spit a couple Jesus lines. Yeah, cause he will feed your mind. And he the only one I know that can read your mind.
And he's a read your mind. Be the I, the V, the L, the E. We gon' keep it strictly Jesus like Jersey. No mo dirty, no mo. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think we got something, bro.
It's the session.
Okay, I think Dre, you got something for that one?
Session, it's the session. The Bible beats and bars, hey. Session, the Bible beats and bars, hey. Session,
the Bible beats and bars, hey.
Today is the good day, yeah. Session,
Bible beats and bars, hey.
Session,
Bible beats and bars, hey.
Session,
Bible beats and bars, hey. Hey.
Okay. Now he's the A, alpha plus B. Now he the I, the B, the L, the E. Yeah. Eternity. Rep to God family. Should I say? Yeah. Every day it's the love thing. Gotta have it's the LOVE. Should I say it's in your brain B and it should set you free. It should make you wanna be clean. Like it's New Jersey now. What you say? Bible beats and bars. What?
It's the session.
Bible beats and bars.
Hey, it's the session.
Every Saturday at 2.
Bible beats and bars. Hey, session.
Bible beats and bars. Hey,
session. Bible beats and bars.
Okay.
Hey,
you got
yeah.
I see Trey.
This that hype. He gonna turn up with Okay. Yeah. I say God, he can really be fun. And God, he can be your number one. And God, he has never ever be done. He gonna ride with you from beginning. You can know that the sun came down and gave his life just for you. But that don't come without some things that you gotta do. You gotta do your best to live your life super true and try to get Yeah, but I say it's no more dirty. The devil can't hurt me. Long as God is with me, then I won't go berserk. Remember different times when I used to lose my mind, but everything I lost guaranteed I find. Yeah, I found it in the Lord. I found it all in Christ. He gave his life just so I can live a life. Yeah, not to survive, but to be a greater me. Now that I'm getting in my zone, go ahead and take it deep. Yeah.
That's the reason why we say minister. Should I hate FRED2? Don't call me G, you do. I'm gonna rep to the kingdom be. Should I say we gonna pray constantly? We gonna run the devils out. They gonna flee when I say JC.
Who's the man, my king? He's the reason why.
What?
Who's the man, my king?
Oh my God.
That's why everything. Who's the man, my king? Who's the man, my king? He's the reason like the ring.
Who's the man, my king?
He is my everything.
Who's the man, my king?
He is my everything. Who's the man, my king? My king, he's a king. Hey, he's my king. Hey, he's my king. Hey,
yo,
on the session,
Bible beats and bars. Now he was wrapped in the swaddling clothing B about the years before 81C. Should I say wrapped in the clothing B? Look what it be. It's Bethlehem, the star of David. G. Then he walked, and when he talking, when he kept it holy, be he let him be. He repped this thing, he walked 30 years, and he kept the Sabbath. Yep, that's Saturday, that's why we do this thing. Yeah, Then he said, I'm gonna hit the tree. Isaiah 53, verse 6 and 7. G, I like that beat. And when he said he hit it, he gonna say, I'm gonna hit the tree and pause and come back in 3 days. Should I say Sunday? Should I say Monday? Should I say everybody say? That's the reason why he say, should I say, Trey, do you gotta think with them till them take it away?
It feels good not looking over my shoulder, worrying about somebody that I know I messed over. Thinking in my mind I will soon get a roof, because God got blessings for me and I don't even know. Yeah. Nowadays we got a lot of talent, but like I said, he the only one that give you balance. He lifted back the curtains, otherwise he lifted balance. And now I'm trying to hey, take it to another level, take it to another place. Every single day is guaranteed that I will be great. As long as I'm running in the single direction, you ain't gotta worry, yeah, I know I got protection. Now read your Bible, pray every day, you will be patient. So read your Bible every day, we'll be patient. So read your Bible every day, and you'll be patient. Read your Bible every day, we'll be patient.
So check it. So hit your knees and pray. Holla back Jesus Christ away. He will make it constantly every day. And when you hit your knees and pray, should I say Genesis all the way to Revelation? What say? He's the way, the truth, the light. Break it down now. He's the one that really fights. Turn around. Hit your knees and pray to the Father. G-O-D. Trey, won't you hit him with that hook? G. Say Trey, the drummer, the Dre. Dre, the drummer, the Dre, the drummer, the Dre. I'm done. Do your thing.
Read your Bible every day, you will be fresh and clean. Read your Bible every day, you will be fresh and clean.
So fresh and fresh as she clean.
Read your Bible every day, you will be fresh and clean.
It's the jersey. It's the jersey, yo. It's the jersey. It's the jersey. That's what it is. It's the jersey.
Yo, wait. We gotta give it up for Scissor here, mixing that thing right, bro. Come on, give it up, man.
I know, right? Just slicing things up.
I gotta step my game up. I gotta step it up. It look like I don't even write my songs up here. I'm gonna step it up.
Hey, that's what he threw me up and had to step it up too.
Welcome to the stage.
Well, welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the show. But here's something I want to leave with you real quick. Let's see. Where's my thought?
Calm down.
I know, right? I know. That felt really good. That felt really good. But here we go. Real talk. So, we was just talking about how that you are important, your thoughts are important, and how no matter what age you are, that you can still find yourself and find something to do to bring your community together and to just grow as a person. So I got to go back to the grass analogy again that I talked about a couple of shows ago. And if you think about the grass again, right? No matter how much the grass grow or don't grow, the grass is going to always be there. So what that really says about life, you can grow, you can go through the chances of growing, but there's sometimes in life where you have to be still so the inside of you can grow. Because 9 times out of 10, we don't see the grass grow on the tops of the things, but there's this thing called the roots, and the root always has to grow. Because if the root don't grow, then the grass will never grow. So if you don't fix the inside, how can you show on the outside when it's time to show? That's my word for you. Thank you for rocking with us at the session, Bible Beats and Bars. Tune in to us next week, same time, same place. Yo, DJ Scissorhand, take us out, slicing us up like you always. What you
Show
got,
the
boy?
back of your shirts, man. That looks dope, bro.
Take us out.
Hey.
Take us out the right way. I appreciate you, son. You done with it now? You know the show's over with, huh?
Hey, let's give it up. Definitely give it up for my man Trey. And
happy to be here, man. Love you guys. Y'all my brothers
And
already.
our musical artist,
Yes, sir.
Miss Sammy Murray.
Definitely. Big round of applause.
Yes, thank y'all.
All right, take us out of here, man.
Take us out,
Let
DJ.
go. Woo.
Let's get it.
I'll be telling you lies If I said I always did what I should, sometimes the wrong things seem right to me. If I can turn back time, I would. Over and over, your mercy and grace covered me, yeah, and all of my mistakes. Don't deserve it, but you've been good to me, and I just wanna thank you. Oh, I thank you, Lord. It's so unworthy, but you've still been good to me, and I just wanna thank you. Oh, I thank you, Lord. Shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, roof over my head, reason of a measure of health, guidance, protection, keeping my family safe in the morning. You tell me to wake up, my eyes are open to another day. And at times I still forget to pray, even though I don't deserve it. Lord, you've been good to me, and I just wanna thank you. Oh, I thank you. So unworthy, but you've still been good to me, and I just wanna thank you. Lord, I thank you.
I hit the wrong plug, bro. I cut it off. Yeah. Yeah.
Candlelight bath with the lights turned off. You got me feeling ready. I want you up against me. I approached, she said, oh no. This day ain't about me. Now let me massage your body. I ain't never had a man who would put me first. Love me on my best days, harder on my worst. Got me wanna tell the world I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. Said I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you. He make it look easy. Hard work and straight tease me. Ain't scared to get it in. He make the check chase him. Who with it, he with it. Yeah, play about his baby. Yeah, he show up in a minute. He be dancing in the streets, like he's gentle in the sheets. You need him running me, so why I sing about him to this beat. I ain't never had a man who would put me first. Love me on my best days, harder on my worst. Got me wanna tell the world I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. Said I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you. I love me, love me, love me some you.
Look. And see your essence of your presence that got me hypnotized. My honey love, girl, you got that vibe. And I'm trying to connect the dots so things can fall in line. Then we can have ocean views while I penetrate them thighs. Ain't like them other guys that the baby feel. Just let me know if you question my love, I'm here to reassure. I never go unless we're moving up, girl, can you acclimate? My actions may seem like I'm trying to captivate, but you're the one that I adore. Cherish moments with you cause the others were a bore. Pay for your love, lady, you got me wanting more. 1 + 1 = 2, so tell me what it is you really trying to do, cuz.
I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you.
I love me some you.
I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you.
I said I love me some you.
I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you.
I said I love me some you.
I said I love me, love me, love me some you. I love me, love me, love me, love me, love some you.
I said I love me love me some you.
I love me some you. Oh.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Yeah. Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
Yeah, grace and peace, y'all. It's great to be back. I never left, but I stepped off beat to get on the right track. Moralism was my former religion. Traded my self-righteous rags for a heart of contrition. Blessed is the man whose sins have been forgiven. There's no room for me to boast in my status or position. I deserve to be deserted, inserted into a casket, but instead I was converted and saved from God's wrath. Even though I'm insecure and introverted, I proclaim the good news through faith in Christ. My broken life is counted perfect. Who would have thought that true biblical discipleship would change my heart more than world tours of fancy titles did? Thought I was done with the rap, yo. Even reached the point where sitting down to write around was unnatural. My motivation is not the money or contractual obligations. My passion is persuaded by a changed heart.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
They say my crew next. Yeah, like sweaters when the hood is gone, and I understand what they mean, but I think they understood us wrong. They got a misconception like the song Lecrae put us on. It's God who makes the movement strong. To his name all the glory belongs. Together we celebrate our collective success, but never use chart positions to measure up our effectiveness. We could be on top of the charts, but still be lost in the dark. So instead we just playing our parts and praying for change thoughts. Listen, it's not the sound of the beat that turns the life around. It's not the way the rhyme flows. Had a live show that revives souls. No, it's the word of God we stand on. His power is perfected in our weakness. The spirit bears witness in the heart of the believer. So the artist is just a vessel. It's all about the Redeemer. Dead men come alive when the gospel is heard. So the minister depends on God to work by his spirit and his word to change hearts.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
Spark a change in our hearts.
I did it because my heart is different.
Spark a change in our hearts.
Search our own hearts. Search our own hearts.
And what I really want to see is changed hearts. For so long my aim was off, but it's not about me, my gift or my skill. Hearts get changed when the truth is revealed. The truth is revealed. Hearts get changed when Christ is revealed.